The story that I will share with you began over 30 years ago when two folks found out they were going to become parents. You see, there was a lot of turmoil in the family, but they came together delighted at the birth of this new baby girl. 18 months later, her mother died. No. Why? We had so many questions, but her aunt stepped in to help raise her and answered some of them. At 2 years old, she fell sick with pneumonia. The doctors asked if anyone knew that she had sickle cell disease. She had sickle cell. I have sickle cell disease. No one knew. But see, I knew now. I knew that I wanted answers. Routine and constant checkups throughout my childhood and yucky penicillin until age 5 gave me all the information and strength that I needed. I knew a lot now, and I wanted to share that. So 6th grade came around, and I gave a presentation to my entire class on sickle cell. Pictures and even a video clip. I wanted them to know. I invited 2 of my classmates, one with diabetes and one with Tourette syndrome, to do the same. They did, and we all knew more. High school came around, and I opted myself into health and sex ed, if you know what I mean. And by the time college came around, I was so tired of hearing things like, "You're pretty for a black girl. Just do it. It'll make him like you more." And a then more recent line of, "Yeah, we can hang out, just come on over a little later, like after everyone's fell asleep." I want students to know that you are pretty, you are handsome, you are attractive, you are amazing, you are worthy, regardless, just as you are. If you don't want to, don't. Regardless if the pressure is there or if they like you or not. They are not guaranteed any parts of you. And seriously, I believe you. It's not your fault. You are not alone, and there are resources that can help. I do this work because I didn't always have the words back then, but I have them now. I do this work because for me, 30 years ago, no one knew. No one had talked about it. And I wanted to continue to bring these important topics to the forefront. I do this work because I told my college department chair that when I do these presentations and these trainings as the campus violence prevention lead, that I feel this fire inside of me, I said. She looked at me and smiled, nodded, didn't say a word because she knew. I do this work for all of my brothers and sisters of color who are sometimes made to feel inferior. For those who aren't always represented or granted a seat at the table where decisions are made. I do this work for my fellow sickle cell warriors who can't work. Who can't use their voice. Who are constantly in hospital beds, trying to describe the indescribable pain that they are feeling to people who don't always believe them. I do this work because I had so many questions back then. And now through tools like our question box, I can use as a vessel to help grant some of those answers. I do this work because knowledge is power, and stories, well, stories are complex and are powerful beyond measure. Thank you.